All right, hey, this is PJ, and sitting here with Devin, Sterling Devin Turner.
Hey.
And again, this is for the parents. Parents, we are here to just inform you about what we're teaching here on Friday nights at Merge, because we want you to know so that you can begin conversations with your son or your daughter, because we realize that we're here to support what you're doing at home, and hopefully this will help as you know what we're talking about at Merge. You can maybe share some conversation with them about it at home. So, with that being said, Devin, what are we talking about tonight?
Tonight we talked about being rated R, don't get scared, rated R part 2, and we talked about the mission. Last week we talked about identity, who are you in Christ. Tonight we talked about the mission, what are we going to do now that we're in Christ. So our main point for tonight was, our mission is simply this, to go and be a witness. So we challenged your son. It does rhyme, yeah. A little Dr. Seuss there, just a little bit. So we challenged your son or your daughter, and he's a DJ, by the way. He might scratch that later and mix it up. We challenged your son or your daughter, or both, to share something about their faith on YouTube and tweet it to us at mergedmv. And basically what we want to do is just kind of do a video collage of all the testimonies of kids on how they're rebelling against sin. That's what the R stands for, rated R. Rebelling against sin and committed to righteousness. Okay, so that's what the R represents there. So the mission is to go and make disciples, to go out and share something about Christ this week. And so that's what God challenged us to do.
That's great. One of the things you did, Dev, you gave an example about in your life how you had to make a decision in high school. It's very difficult, but you had to make a decision in high school to stop following the crowd and be what you called a G-rated Christian, and become an R-rated Christian. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. So we define G-rated Christians as people who for the general audience. So anything generally accepted in the world, you go with. Okay, it's cool to cuss, I'm going to cuss out my mom. It's cool to smoke, I'm going to smoke. But R-rated Christians are people who are restricted to the cause of Christ. And so basically we encouraging the students to not be general audience, not be PG-13, kind of do it with my parental guidance, where my parents are guiding me to church. I'm going to do God's will. No, I'm R-rated. No matter who's around, I'm sold out for Jesus. I'm going ham. Okay, that's a term PJ might not be familiar with.
No, does that have to do with any like swine and lunch meat?
It's not about lunch meat or swine. It's about going hard, just going all out. So we want our kids to be R-rated believers and not G-rated Christians.
Great. All right. Well, listen, hey, we're going to do this every week, so if you have any questions for us, you can email us at info@mergedmv.com. Again, it's info, I-N-F-O, at mergedmv.com. And you can always check us out on our website, www.mergedmv.com. We're here for you. We're here for your children, and we want to make sure, your students, I don't like being called children, but at the end of the day, we want to make sure that we are equipping young people and their families so that they can do their part in changing the world. See you next week.
See you.